What up? This your boy King Down 225 with another reactionary video, and today you got dang on right. This is some red pill content. I'm gonna try first time ever to not use any profanity. It just came to me. See how I do. Man, look, I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep yelling this, keep yelling this, keep yelling this. Experience, observation, conversation. That's how I get my perspective. And I have experienced the travesty, which is call itself child support court. And I'm here to tell you, they don't give a good about your children. It is a flawed system at best. I to this day believe no man, if a woman has the right to choose whether to keep that baby, in some states up to a year, whether they want to abandon a child or not without questions asked. In most states, you don't have up to a year, but even Louisiana, you got like a couple months, I think, where you just dump your baby off, no questions asked. But also in Louisiana, you can't give up your paternity rights. It is weird. I'm not saying that a man should be able to give up his paternity rights or his responsibility, but if a woman have all those options on whether they want to deal with the child as my body or not, it at least should be off the table that jail is the option for men. Okay, I don't care how much child support he owe. Jail's not an option. Ma'am, I'm sorry. You can't put him in jail. Or you can garnish his check forever. But you can't put him in jail. Or you can take his income tax checks, because that's what they do. But you can't put him in jail. You can take his passport. But you can't put him in jail. Like, is that such a small thing to ask in championing for men's rights? And then to have a situation like this, bro, pay child support for a kid that is not even yours or go to jail. See, this is how fucking flawed the system this video gonna show you. And I've been yelling and arguing this because of course my experience of what I hear and conversate and observe is just like the balance. If you really concerned with the welfare of the child, you should not always look in the best interest of the mother. That's all I'm saying. It should be about the child. Let's get into the video.
Here in Detroit. This is one of them. This is one of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders.
I'm positive for a second to show you something. This is generally how child support court is too. Look at that goddamn line outside. No, they ain't giving away free Jordans. This is how child support court down here look. I'm telling you, in Baton Rouge, got a line outside.
He could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the system.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm all...
Do you hear that shit, bro? See what I'm talking about? The flaws in the system. Like, are the judges, see, that's the messed up stuff about this. When you start hollering about mandatory DNA tests in court, women start yelling about, oh, they start turning Republicans then. Oh, keep big government out of my business. See, women don't want you to govern their bodies until the law say they have the right to choose. You understand? So you have the right to essentially lock men out on decision on whether they want to have a baby or not, right? But if a man say, well, judge, how about you make these mandatory like DNA tests just a standard, a federal standard? Women will lose their goddamn mind. And this lady just randomly wrote a man's name down. Like, y'all don't think there's some flaws in the system. Like, first, I got to implicate a person to get on welfare, food stamps, housing, Medicaid. I got to basically throw the daddy under the bus to receive all these benefits, right? And then I can randomly write any dude's name down. And guess what, dudes out there? If you don't show up for court, you could be considered default parent by default, bro, and be forced to pay child support for a kid that you didn't even know about. You probably didn't make. You don't even remember the chick.
I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
Carnell isn't just...
How in the hell? And that's another weird thing about the system. That's why jail should be not even an option. How in the hell you gonna ask a person to pay for a child if I'm in jail? It don't make no sense. I can catch a dude. Yeah, if he in jail, you know he is, right? But if he out here making income, I can rack up that interest. I can, but then y'all be like, oh, he's still gonna be racking up interest in jail. But the fact that he in jail, that don't fuck with you. Damn, I said I wasn't gonna curse. Fuck it.
just worried about how this is impacting him. He says the law needs to be changed, so when this happens, as it often does, other men don't become dad by default.
We can be defaulted into being a father of a child that is not ours. I don't understand that law, but it is a law in place.
In Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Yeah, you would think that mother would have to pay that money back instead of him, who's not the father's child.
Oh, but it ain't like that, right? You get a DNA test in child support court. If the baby is yours, you got to pay for the DNA test. If the baby ain't, they don't defer the cost because the court system look at always out the gate look at the woman as the victim, the woman, the person in need. They don't look at the child as the person that's in need. They automatically be considered the custodial parent. They just, I just hate child support court. But you know why this is an issue for men in my community in particular? See, when I be out here arguing with my peers about the importance of it for black men to vote, man, they have been devaluing black men vote for a long time. Because either they overjelling us to take our vote away from us, or they convince you somehow that your vote don't matter. But the court system is in favor of women. They vote. So if all women vote, I can get a judge, I get everybody like, oh yeah, I agree with you, girl. You right. Them deadbeat daddies ain't nothing. But if you get men voting and men on the boards, like, whoa, fathers have rights too. It'll be different. All I'm asking you, young men out there, don't believe people when they say vote no matter. It does. Because if they think you don't, if you nothing that anybody has to care about, then they won't care about you. You have to make yourself something that people care about. So you got to vote. You have to voice your opinion. You have to, man, you just can't sit here and take this shit, bro. Like, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was young. Like, bro, you do not have to take this shit, bro. You do not have to take this shit. You do not have to subject yourself to this kind of shit. Like, this your boy King Down 225 with another reactionary video. Hit that like and subscribe and become part of the kingdom. As you can tell, this issue when it come to paternity court, because it don't change nothing, bro. Yeah, man, I was the dude who, like, I was providing financially for my BM before she got bitter and took me down to the child support court and then put them people in my business, gave them name, the Alexander name to the court. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in no court. I don't be in no trouble like that. But you went down there. Now the rest of her 18 years, basically, if I'm poor, my only crime is I'm poor. I got to be worried about jail time. Like, not the quality of father I am. You serious? That's what you judging me on? If they poor, not if they like murderers or RAPs, but broke. That's whoa. And then you don't offer jail time because at any moment that man might break through. That man might become financially stable, right? He will never do that in jail. He can't. It's your boy King Down 225 again with another reactionary video. If women got compassion out there and they care about their children truly, man, I always felt like should no court system have to force a man to take responsibility. And don't get it twisted. I can't stand niggas out here who don't take responsibility for their seed. That's your seed. That's yours. Regardless of who that woman is, what kind of thought she is, man, I needs to be around my child even more so because his mama thought. But the court system don't give a fuck about fathers that care. Care. Like I've been around my kids. Like fuck that, cause I know how I feel to not have a father around. I know. King shit.